Hello, everybody. I did not set up music, so it was just dead silence. Let me get fully settled here. We can lock into some very lost, disoriented, and confused uh Resident Evil. What's up, WTMH and Knife? How are you guys doing today? A happy Sunday, perhaps? Hopefully. I that's Hang on a second. That just came out directly through my speakers. One moment. I gotta relaunch the game. That's I hope that was not a bad audio experience. It's the happiest of Sundays over here. That's I hope that's genuine. We love a nice happy Sunday for everybody.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. Resident Weevil. President Knievel. Let's go on a hike. Chris sighed in his stupid ass outfits too. Hard drive I thought dead for 2 years, broke down and pulled out the big guns and managed a binary level recovery of the data. Yo!
Alpha team is flying around the forest zone, situated in northwest Raccoon
That's
City.
huge.
Where we are searching for the
Took
helicopter
14
of our compatriots.
hours
Bravo
almost.
team.
I got it.
who
Yo,
disappeared
that's
during
a
the middle of
huge
their mission.
win for you.
No, not yet, Bizarre murder cases have
W's
recently
for
occurred in Raccoon City.
WTMH.
There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people.
Big get there.
Victims were apparently eaten.
We've already watched this, but I want to watch
The
the
Bravo
cutscene
team was
through
sent in to
Chris' side
investigate,
because I think it
but
is
we
slightly
lost
different.
contact.
Look, Chris.
Just
Bravo
ever so
team's
slightly.
helicopter was a derelict.
Why do they have such big guns for the
Safe
search
for
and
the
recovery
remaining
team?
body of Kevin.
Did they Did Umbrella fund Raccoon City to develop the stars just to test
We
their
continued our
bioweapons on
search for the
them
other members,
to see if they would
and it
the
turned
bioweapon thing
into
would win?
a nightmare.
God, Chris is such a dork. I think they unironically did. Umbrella Corporation is not exactly intelligent. It's a serious case of, we could do it, but why? But why not? That chat had most of my old Twitch chat bots. I can resurrect them now. Showed up here in the first place. I wrote bots. Really? You showed up like in this chat specifically, or just like on Twitch in general. Shooter necromancy. Yeah, for real. Arise by minion. No, in the Twitch ecosystem. Okay. I mean, the bots they're pretty nice. I should probably set them up at some point. I've just been very lazy about it. I only have like 2 ideas right now. It's like my socials and some sort of dumb copy paste. I'm not exactly a bot knower. I just feel like the bots don't add that much to my experience 9 times out of 10, so I know it's not exactly the same.
Chris, this way.
Chris, this way. Bobby Dad. What's up, Daft? Good to see you. Hope you've been doing well.
Make for that mansion.
Oh, I have big news, guys. I need to actually set it up. But I bought a wig. Check out the face.
There are only 3 STARS members left now.
That's
Captain
gonna be me.
Wesker, Jill, and myself.
I spent $11.
We don't know where Barry is.
I fully agree, but people paid me.
Is everyone all
Look,
right?
you do what you gotta.
Barry.
Getting some
Where's
cash
Barry?
for it. Nice, thank you. I'm thinking that's gonna be a 100k
No.
points kind of spend.
What was that?
Pro balding hairstyles. I like long hair plus shining
I'll go and
top.
check it out.
All right. Jill and I will stay and secure this
The
area.
skullet, as they say.
Chris? Take care.
Yeah.
I like that Jill B-side, both of them show up. Both Chris and Jill show up. And then I think Wesker kidnaps her. Oh yeah, you start with the knife, huh? We need to normalize the skullet. I don't know if I agree with that one, but I do think it's funny. Bots are very dynamic. One even specifically follows me around and leaves when I do. Follows? Oh, okay. Maybe one day I'll save not that much. Not force you to play Dark Souls 2. Maybe when you're done with Dark Souls 2. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we'll do 50k. The wig can be... We can alternate between having to wear a wig while playing something I want, and it's just a... Does it go for up to 3 hours right now, or is that a later thing? I don't think that I don't know enough about how to use the knife, so I'm not gonna bother. But yeah, I thought it would be fun. I finally got my Twitch payout, so
Jill?
I bought a wig. It will assist with the
Where did they go?
whole channel point rewards. Oh, a gun. Will you take the handgun? Yes. Yes, I will. Is this one locked right now? Is this one unlocked? Okay, yes, let's get the map. The insane... I don't know the route, but I know just enough to get myself in trouble. As I say, every time. I have an idea of what I need to do. I'm also just thinking about how I'm gonna have to play Dark Souls, and I'm like, oh man. Dark Souls 2 specifically. The idea is not the most appealing in my head right now. Oh, what has happened over my weekend? I haven't actually like taken time to talk about any of that, because hanging out with Baldur's Gate crew and then the Turbo Short Friday session, I didn't get to talk about how we went to a fun little adventure on my lunch break on Friday. So Knife and I, on lunch break, went to a local cafe, got some coffee, you know, lunch. And while we were there hanging out and chilling, there were a bunch of high schoolers that I think were also on lunch or something. And while they were hanging out, a pair of them came outside and started like jazz scatting. I was like, oh wow, they're just going, huh? They're just doing this, and I really wish that I had the audacity, or at least the confidence. The confidence to try and scat like that in public. Locked from the other side. Unlocked it. Okay. Spontaneous jazz scatting is so annoying. I hate when that happens to me. I wasn't against it at all. It was just a case of like, huh. You know what? Sure. Sure, guys. Why not? Why not just hang out? And the sort of riffs that they had between each other they were just great. You could tell that they had done that a lot. Because they actually had some both rhythm and like heart between some kind of synergy, I would say. Spontaneous jazz scat I can take. Now talk to me about the spontaneous ska bands. Can we not? It's Tuesday at 10 a.m. Are you quoting something? Am I missing the reference here? It's the trumpet. Look, I love ska. Let's all get a skanking circle going on. Let's just can we get actual local ska bands again? I know, big ask, weird ask. I want to actually attend I would like to attend those. I would like to attend a small venue ska concert. Because we still got Aquabats coming around, and like we need new blood in the scene, man. we need a popularity. No, I do dialogue punch up on the side. Okay. Fictional conversation also happens in quotes? Yes, okay. Sorry, I'm just making sure. What's a fan of ska called? Is this a joke? Because I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Game suggestions. Resident Evil 9. Good ad, Daft. I do want to play that. Oh shit, are you doing a thing for that? What am I doing a thing for? I'll play RE9. Sorry, I'm missing context here. I'm saving up for Starfield. Don't fucking make me play Starfield, please. You can add it to the list and I'll get it and I'll play it, but I will not be particularly happy. I mean, it's a good way to... you want to play 7 and 8 first? That's true. Make it 7? Okay, I'll revamp that. RE7. I do need to actually finish 7. I've started it 2 times. I've just never finished it. And I like the game. Am I supposed to get the sword key down there? Where am I doing that? Friends don't let friends play Starfield. That's what I'm saying. But if people want to watch me play bad games, you know, throw the ticket in the raffle. We'll get around to it one day. Sometimes you gotta consume absolute dog water, hog water garbage so that you can remember what good media is like. You're allowed to like Starfield, Abdaran, by the way. It is just not a game that I think I'm going to enjoy. I'll be bitter until my death day at Bethesda for ruining my boy Fallout. For real, though. Fallout just... That was my boy. That was my baby. And I even started with 3 and went back. 4 just made me go, oh. They've ruined the franchise that I like. And I'm sure other people also feel that about 3, so I just have attachment to it, so I recognize the predisposition. Middle-aged, my Fallout game was Fallout 2. Yeah, Fallout 2 is just... Whatever game you start with, you're gonna like the most. Or at least, I feel like that's usually how it goes with franchises. Or was the Hammerfall putting the last nail in the coffin, though? Agree? Yeah, I just... Oh, this guy is still up. Okay. Power armor inside of 20 minutes. Great. Love this progression system. The progression system for it just makes me upset, you know? It's super level tied, and it doesn't make for an experience that I enjoy. Let me kill right here before I never shut up. I mean, I like a game where I hate leveled systems for loot. Specifically, like, the way that Bethesda has done it the last little bit. Where do I need to go? I don't think I've checked a ton of doors here. Knife, can I get a little bit of help? Just a small smidgen. Every game they come out with takes the Morrowind formula and does some wacky shit with it. It kind of does. I can't say that it's a good way to go about it either. At least personally. Yeah, what's up? Where do I get sword key? On Chris' side. I think I've checked every door, but I should probably double check that as well. Each game is really different in that regard. I don't know how to feel about RNG loot from Fallout 4. It's just the way that they drop. Like, the loot system is pick up all of the garbage that you can find, and then from that garbage, make the garbage weapons that we give you slightly better. Because you have to engage with our dog shit crafting system. It says in the crypt, attach the book. Oh, yeah. I didn't check the book fully. This is just 100% on me. I didn't even look for the book. Found level scaling applied as just about anywhere. Always go sideways. I appreciate a game that will always absolutely slap you in the face for marching off into the high level area where you're supposed to. Maybe reward you if you can pull it off. Type free. No, I don't. Again, you can feel free to type up a full thought. It doesn't have to be. We don't have to stay with just quips here. I do like a little quip, but giving a little bit more for me to bounce off of is also appreciated. Type it up. But again, I definitely prefer the system where it's like, yeah, you can go to this area, which is one of the reasons I like CRPGs or older CRPGs, because a lot of the time it's very deliberately placed. And like, yeah, you can go here if you can pull off fighting, you know, Skeletrex the Almighty at level 2. You kind of deserve it. Or if you can run away from it, you know? If you can manage to sneak in and grab the crazy loot and get out or kill the big baddies early on, you deserve the good stuff. It's a reward for knowing the system. If you expect a level 1 person that has never played it before to do that, you got another thing coming, but I would certainly prefer that. The 4 masks. A mask that speaks no evil, a mask that smells no evil, a mask that sees no evil, a mask that cannot speak, smell, or see evil. When all 4 have fallen into place, evil will awaken. Goofy ass puzzle clue. Sword key. Sword key, actually useful. Gotta get started somewhere. But yeah, especially Fallout, the way that Fallout 4's loot system specifically irks me, because it's like, you could have done pipe weaponry way more interesting and not tied the, like, all of the requiring perks in order to craft and stuff. It's not a good way to go about the way that that system, like, orients itself, you know? I'm saying you know a lot, but pardon. Again, it feels very lazy. Very we'll build these experiences that can be all over the place. We're building this sort of... Hang on. Will you take the dog whistle? Not yet. Journal. It's in the corner here. Yes, handgun ammo. As I was looking for. But yeah, just I think on my experiences with Fallout 4 and going from like Fallout 3, which is just like very loot oriented, but in a way different way, and what I think is in a more compelling way. We don't have to be very particular about ammo consumption here. Also, we start with the lighter. So, one slightly different thing. Fallout 4's loot was like the least of the problems I had with it, but it has always killed me to find unique weapons and check it against my modded rifle, and it wasn't even close. Thanks for the payoff tricks. Well, no, you're supposed to mod the... You're supposed to mod the cool stuff, you know? Sorry, I can't stop saying, you know. Let's work that out just a smidge from the vocal tics right now. But yeah, you're supposed to, like... Also, you're supposed to play on survival mode, based off of what I can to have fun, you have to play on survival mode to get like the cool the cool uniques from the legendaries. You can't get the cool legendaries. I think in my playthrough I encountered like one, and close to 80-ish hours. And the way I can tell that it's intended is just a fucking mess and really annoying. Because they literally don't drop, not because it changes anything else. Yeah, like, it's the harder difficulty you set it at, the more like legendary tier enemies spawn, so you can get those legendary tier like unique effect weapons or armor. And a lot of the time they're useless anyways, because they're the way that the system works is that it has a pool that it can choose from for each thing, and the pool is full of just garbage. So it's like, okay, well, I'm playing on the harder mode, so it makes the garbage tier bonuses like 15% more damage to animals. It's like, okay, cool, this is my rabbit hunting gun, I guess. It still weighs 20 fucking pounds and it's a minigun. Why the 15% extra damage to radiated animals isn't gonna be that big of a deal to me. I'm gonna be more concerned about having to mod this weapon now, because base tier, it sucks anyways. I'll stick to Nuclear Sunset for my 3D Fallout games. It was as close as I'm gonna get to Fallout how I wanted it. Yeah, Nuclear Sunset, I think it has both good and really annoying looking things about it. No knob on this door. But it kind of goes too far in the other direction of also being a survival mode-esque thing in an engine that is very much not intended for it. At least from what I've seen. I've seen, I think, a couple of videos about that, but I get that. It just, certain survival elements, I like a survival game, but sometimes I'm like, this is not for me. And I don't know if Nuclear Sunset is. I'd probably need to actually give it a check. It crashes too much to not let you save on your own time. Yeah. That is a major factor. That engine is kind of a mess. I don't know why Bethesda continues to cling to it the way that they do. Well, maybe a little bit. I think I understand simply because it's like, well, we already have all of these projects that we gotta do. We can't take time to actually make a new engine. I'm kind of interested to see what happens with Elder Scrolls 6. The more you mod their games, the more infinitely you increase crashes. Yeah, it's very exponential. It's a very exponential way to go about it. I'm gonna go deposit these anyways. I can wait at this point. Bethesda died for me. I'd rather they take the time to actually finish it. Bethesda is not the studio that I had once viewed it as. Creation engine all over again? Yeah. Played Skyrim since 2011. Thousands and thousands upon hours. Thousands upon thousands of hours. Hundreds of characters. 100% vanilla. And the amount of non-physics glitches. I've had that are bugs I can count on both hands. It runs okay on base, but it's not stable after that. Also on console fucking sucks. They can't port their shit on console. Starfield is at least a step in the right direction in certain ways. Number one, Starfield is the least buggiest game ever from Bethesda. Less buggy than Morrowind. It's officially reported by pretty much everyone, haters and lovers alike. I can't say anything about Starfield. I don't know anything about Starfield. I have not played any Starfield. Radiant Quest systems. The Radiant Quest systems actually makes me upset. Why actually make quests when we can make the outline of a quest that you can do 3,000 times? How interesting. I can write the least buggy software anyone ever saw, but if the software sucks, it still sucks. Optimized and stable doesn't mean they had a decent video game. It doesn't suck because it's buggy, at least. Yeah, I'll give you that. At least it's not buggy because... At least it doesn't suck because it's buggy. It just sucks because it's bad. It's like pouring yourself a bowl of cereal and being like, ah, well, you know, it's not great. I'm eating some pretty shitty Cheerios, but at least they don't have mold on them. We gotta set the bar a little higher. Then again, food is not exactly a top tier comparison with so much of terrible food quality. I just like to walk and shoot. I think some people play Bethesda games not as walking simulators, and that's the issue. Okay, well, it frames itself as an RPG. If it frames itself as an RPG and they claim that it's an RPG, if they want everybody to play it because it's an RPG, then they gotta do actual RPG things, you know? You want a JRPG and you're mad it's not giving you a JRPG, but JRPGs aren't RPGs, they're an offshoot of video games from RPG genre. I want role-playing games. JRPGs are role-playing games, don't get me wrong. But I want a CRPG type deal. Problem, they used to be heavy CRPG, now it's gone. Yeah. They took out the CRPG from the genre. JRPG is not CRPG? Exactly. I like a CRPG. I don't like a JRPG very much. And I understand what they are. RPGs aren't for role-playing. What are you talking about? It's literally in the name. It's literally in the name of the original RPGs, aka D&D, the first ever game, wasn't even an acting game. Role-playing games aren't a grammatical definition. No, they're not, but it's... When you have that in the title, you're just gonna make people upset. If you're like, oh yeah, my band is heavy metal, and then people show up and hear jazz, they go, and you say, oh, it's hyphenated. It's heavy metal because we have metal in the instruments. That's not gonna be... You're setting your expectations up poorly. Gary Gygax coined that term. It was because you're playing an army. Instead of playing an army, you're taking control of a single unit. But technically, every game is a role-playing game. It's not a literal/grammatical definition. It's a spiteful name in spite of a war game. It's a role-playing game, single unit. I mean, again, to continue to maintain using that term. We still have genres with boundaries. It's true. We have specific levels of RPG. Wasn't it until later modules in D&D that story and choices entered into D&D? A lot of people today, how they play D&D is not how original D&D was played. No, it was a... Gary, I know the story of Gary Gygax. Gary Gygax was a turbo wargamer. He played turbo war games. Okay, well, this was a bad idea. I came in from the wrong direction. I just don't want to deal with dogs. Bathroom man's also coming out of the bathroom. Everything sucks, and everything hates me. Hang on a second. That's why Vampire Survivors is an RPG. That's it made its own genre. We make up new genres specifically to encapsulate like the more specific a game is. We had less games, so less genres. So, you know, like roguelikes are RPGs. It's a roguelike reverse bullet hell. Also referred to as bullet heaven now. Because it's a new genre name. People might not like it, but the whole numbers thing is what an RPG is. Having numbers is what an RPG is. Is that one of the definitions we're adding as well? I mean, yeah, if you want to use... We're like 7 steps back from an accurate descriptor, though. The point of giving a name, like, giving a genre descriptor like that is so that you can continue to properly encapsulate the idea, correct? If you can't properly encapsulate the idea of what somebody's going to be playing, yes, unfortunately. Haven't played a tabletop in so long. Sorry, let me catch up. I got caught up in trying to maintain what I was doing and what I was yapping rather than checking chat in there. RPG is a numerical action game, typically involving element like loot. Haven't played a tabletop in so long. I had a great time with tabletop on Friday as well. I needed to talk about that as well. Thank you for reminding me. Typical involving element like loot, dungeons, adventuring, and delving. Call of Duty has slightly RPG-ified so many other games. It's sort of like collectathons. Assassin's Creed is the same genre as Banjo-Kazooie because both have extreme elements of collecting, at least for later Assassin's Creed games. Abdiran, I just want to understand, like, what the point that we're arguing for here is. Special instructions for disposal. We already know this. Light the bodies on fire. Games can be multiple genres at the same time, and thematic genres count too. Yes, I'm not arguing that point with you. RPG isn't story choice game, is all I'm saying. Yeah, but it's, as we said, it for specifically talking about the Fallout example, the when you have a genre or a game that is a heavy CRPG or heavier CRPG, like let's say Morrowind. Let's say Morrowind is what we're aiming for here. That's still more of a CRPG within the CRPG realm. And when you scrape off all of the CRPG elements and just kind of make it like an action RPG, that's the issues. RPG isn't a story choice game is all I'm saying, because OG D&D wasn't even mostly played at all like that. No, that's not what I'm saying. The ARPG is still there. Again, right at the reason I divided off CRPG from RPG. CRPG is a numbers game usually, sure. Yeah, but CRPG also oftentimes very much contains the crumpled memo talking about where to blow the whistle. Immersive sim was actually a type of RPG game. Yes. The way Todd described Morrowind was that he wanted to make a more advanced immersive sim. Oh. I think there are just so many better immersive sims as well. Like, sure, they don't have the depth, but they have such a focus on story and, like, each level. Let's talk specifically Dishonored, or, which is the one? Might and Magic? Might? Dark Messiah. Dark Messiah. That one's made in an entirely different engine. It's made in, like, a Source engine, if I'm not mistaken. And sure, it has similar stuff to what Todd is doing, but Todd's old stuff is... I wouldn't even say that the immersive sim is... The immersive sim has passed by these games as well. They're kind of stagnant in this weird era of, like, we want to make a very wide immersive sim, which an immersive sim is also still an RPG, just a different type of RPG. But we're talking about, like with the Fallout example again, it is when you have a CRPG that you turn into that immersive sim, like ARPG fantasy, is when people go, okay, well, I'm not playing these games for that. I wanted a deeper story. I wanted all of this other stuff. Does that make sense? It's evolved too. Yeah, they've all evolved, but they're all kind of the same game, just with different themes. Like a differently themed... It's like going to the same theme park, but every season they have different themes. Like, okay, this one's post-apocalyptic wasteland. This one is... Sorry, I'm trying to figure out... I think Sword Key is here. Locked from the other side. Okay, never mind. Is it down here? We need more immersive sims that really dip you in the vat, but they're still plain point and shoots. We need new System Shock too. Yeah. I'd sure love that. Yeah, wasn't like BioShock is kind of more in that. Like, I don't know what I would prefer to make a particularly good. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I go next. I think I only have like one more. It's top floor here. But But yeah, I would like more slightly more interesting immersive sims as well. The time loop element of Deathloop is kind of interesting, but it's not my favorite. I almost desire a merger of what Skyrim is with a survival crafting game, if that makes sense. Take Skyrim, but full survival crafting elements afterwards, so Skyrim comes first. Valheim Enshrouded or Conan Exiles are the closest games you can think of. I mean, Valheim is very close to that. RuneScape Dragonlands? Dragon Wilds? Something like that? I think that one's kind of in the same genre. I mean, feel-wise, specifically. Like, I could definitely be convinced that any of that similar style would be better for Skyrim than whatever they're doing now, because the ARPG elements are like they're Path of Exile-ish coded. Does that make sense? The arena can become very, very, very vast, very fast. Combining them, oof. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. So I'm hyped for Vintage Story to go to Steam. Sort of Minecraft clone. Instead of focusing on super creative mode side of things, super hardcore version of survival. Minecraft only? Yes. Hi, dog. I'm just gonna get my dagger here. Yeah, Vintage Story is very interesting to me. It seems like both really, really fun and too much work. It's kind of in that like Factorio, Minecraft Factorio combo, and I don't know if that level of crafter is for me. I need to put Enshrouded into Skyrim? Whoa, wait, put the gun down. Skyrim themed blowjob type beat. I don't know why people praise Morrowind. Morrowind was revolutionary because it was an open world game back then, and that wasn't even a known thing. And with any Bethesda game, I don't see why they get praise. Morrowind didn't have a lot of story choice. Wait, aren't you the quote add Skyrim themed blowjob? Yeah, we can. You know what? That's the thing we'll add is we'll add a quote bot too. Because I don't think we really need much else. Like at all, but it was still like Skyrim where everything happens and the quest is what happens. The difference between those two games is 20-ish years, right? 15 years? That's where people go, okay, this is why Morrowind was better. Morrowind was very on rails, but you had to work for it. Replayed it a couple years ago. Pen and paper came out to find my way. Yeah, like Morrowind still had the audacity to say, you gotta fucking work for it. If you want to know where to go, you gotta figure it out. You gotta write it down. Which is one reason we're encountering similar issues here. And why we're just kind of walking back and forth, slamming our face against doors until inevitably we get them open. But yeah, Morrowind, I think, really gets the love because it was the first baby of the genre. I don't know, I find a lot of people saying Morrowind is better, but I find that's an echo chamber type thing because the anti-Skyrim pro Morrowind crowd has more motivation to fully bully and dominate online spaces than pro Skyrim slash anti Morrowind crowd. You can apply this to any community or issue. It's another reason why the internet is a poor way to gauge opinions. Oh yeah. When you base it off of exclusively what a ton of other people are saying, when those people can be bots, I find that most people have less of a care than the people that are posting about it online so much. I should be carrying around my gas can too. Come on, buddy. Come on. Can I get a lunge? There we go. Sneak on by. It's locked. Emblem of armor. Good, good. But yeah, you don't really need to base your opinion off of what other people are saying. I just think that you play, it's a form of nostalgia that people have for these games and what it meant at that time as well, which is why they say it's better, because it has all of the systems, including the clunky ones, that people go, okay, well, I'm glad that those were removed, but it's still a different kind of genre as well. Skyrim would have been better if it had leg slots, 3 extra factions, dialogue that's big as wiki pages, with no voice acting budget to match that dialogue. That's all about all Morrowind did. Oh, and Skyrim lost spellcrafting and levitation. That's all I can remember from the hours upon hours of analyzing Morrowind to Skyrim criticism. I mean, Morrowind, the dialogue that it does have is at least more interesting. It's not like, ah, yes, let's all hang out with George the adventurer man that says 4 lines about anything interesting at all. He has 8 lines. 2 of them are interesting the first time around, but he just cycles through them. This is the issue. Like, sure, but these other people had way more going on for them. Like the mooks in the world who were like, okay, this is a mook. He only gave me 1 paragraph of text to write about, and nothing to actually ask questions about either. This is Steve in the back alley. All the important guys actually had stuff that you had to read through and no voice acting for any of the dialogue, so they could write all of this big dialogue. Skyrim has voice actors, way more complex combat systems, lots of scripted quest lines, insane graphics, and modern design. So they cut down faction size, armor options, spellcrafting, which broke the game into just a single feature, and not much else besides this. But people want that stuff. They cut down on things that people want, and part of the charm of the game, you know? So it's a case of people being upset that they lost all of these systems that they enjoyed, and the stuff that actually made the series what it was for them. Okay, well, silly idea here. The top down, when you look up on YouTube why Morrowind is better than Skyrim, will spend 30 minutes telling you 5 points, and I wrote them down with my notebook, and I'm like, this entire video repeatedly saying Skyrim bad over and over again, and just showing an image of Morrowind and saying, see? Can you see why it sucks? It still had factions, it still had cool spells, it still had armor. It's just a tiny bit of a thing that's not that much different, really. That's no major thing. Levitation lets you break the game. So the reason why Skyrim sucks is because you can't cheese the entire game with levitation. No, it's more than that. We're boiling down these points into different things. What I'm seeing here and what I'm saying here is that these systems exist because people dislike the newer stuff because they, over 2 games, smoothed out the stuff that they wanted, the stuff that they really liked about it. It's not a death by 1,000 cuts situation, and in isolation, these are only cuts. Literally few systems Skyrim cut out from saying going back to Morrowind. Smoothed out feels like a good summary. Yeah, it's smoothed out. It cuts out on a lot of the friction and like the people, but it lands on this sort of knife edge where people wanted it to go deeper into being more CRPG in an immersive sim type wideness in what it is. I'm slightly biased here. Give me the date. I'm a data engineer by trade. Give me those huge tables of numbers. Yeah, I want the big number. I want to be able to be like, okay, I want to figure out how to break the game. Like, that's the appeal of it. It's the power fantasy that we're playing for. Even the extra factions in Morrowind that weren't that deep, for example. I agree, though. Still want Elder Scrolls 6 to go in the same direction, even despite me not thinking it's that much different. I'm inclined to say that they're going to make it like Oblivion remastered at most. If they try and delve back into the number crunchy aesthetic at all, it's going to go back towards Oblivion. Maybe more Spellblade type combat. I made it. Hi, Brungo. Glad to see you. We're talking about very specific genre definitions. That's why I love Fallout 1 and 2. But you gotta want it. Oregon is gonna rock your ass. I hate definitions. I want nothing to be defined ever. I don't want anything to make sense ever. Just an ordinary guy. Thank you for the follow. The only thing Todd has to do is add leg spots. 4 factions, levitation, crafting, attributes. That's literally Morrowind. I think it's the package that people want. It's the package of it specifically that is so enticing. You must put in work for a complete. Meanwhile, modern Bethesda, I feel like a 10-year-old could wipe out in a week. Apropos of nothing, my cat is suddenly interested in the stream. Is it the sudden flicking back and forth? So hi, Justin, ordinary guy. Thanks for saying hi. I think I can just blow the whistle. Posted up, locked in, isn't moving. I can't tell. I don't need to know. Cat's locked in. Cat needed to know. Paul Allen's bot. Yo! The Paul Allen bot is back. That's awesome. Hi, Mitzen. I live. Ass, it followed me in. Hi, Paul Allen. Very impressive. Let's see Paul Allen's bot. It's a good one. It's a good line. I was just saying to Knife earlier today, I really wish... Wait, was that today or yesterday? There's something about American Psycho. Probably don't need this dog whistle. Oh, also, Brongo, what are you playing tonight? That was yesterday? Do you remember more of the points? Because I don't. Is it still on? Let's find out. Yeah, it... Paul Island bot. We love him. Damn thing. It got out. Put it back in the closet. Put it away. Who is... Okay. The Brongo stream. Peanut butter banana muffins. Mmm. That sounds delicious. I should do that. Refactoring like 2-year-old code. It's dicey. I can't type, no wonder my bot sucks. The bot, you can't escape from it. It will follow you. It will make everything a nightmare for you. But yeah, also let's go back across the way. Or not this way, hang on. Anyways, talking back about Morrowind, I think we're going to do a playthrough of Morrowind at some point. I don't know when. Can't be bargained with. Can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear. It absolutely will not stop. Terminator bot. Sending it back into the future. Bring back Clifford O'Racer. I do want to make Clifford O'Racer. Oh, hang on. I forgot a little speed running technique where you can shoot. You can shoot faster. Or are these guys overlapping enough that I could burn them both? I don't think so. We'll find out. Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter. Maybe I can set them up so that I can burn these two together. How romantic. Being burnt on a pyre together. Are you coming down here, asshole? Yeah, come on. But yeah, Clifford O'Racer, the I think he was Breton. A Breton spear user that was good at bargaining. I was struggling with that game simply because I was trying to read descriptions and was not doing a very good job. I think that's the... Oh, that's too far, isn't it? I think that's the big problem that I had when I did play. Oh, perfect. Thanks, Pat. Thanks, pal. Like this one's been dead for several hours. But yeah, I really enjoyed what I did play of it. I really wanted to get nitty-gritty with all of the systems and figure out what I could do to get specifically some of the really strong stuff like enchantments. Do both of these bodies burn? I think they do. Yep, those both look burnt. Crispy. wispy little guys. Locked. Okay. I need to unlock this side, which will help loop the whole place back together. I also need 2 gas usages for 2 guys in here. But yeah, I liked Morrowind. I thought it was fun. I thought it was an enjoyable experience. Even if very crunchy, very nitty-gritty, a little difficult to approach even at times. Locked, okay. I like a system that lets you get buck wild with it. And I think the crafting system... Will you take the flash grenade? Sure. Take the broken shotgun. Yes, I actually do need that. I will take the ink ribbon too. Refill the canteen. Get a couple of things. The small keys can be kind of a huge nightmare to deal with. I think you do get all of them, but it just, depending on which doors you open, it can make your life that much easier or harder. But yeah, when I play Skyrim, if I'm playing Skyrim, I'm playing, and I'm doing alchemy, and I'm doing enchanting, specifically because I find them to be fun, because I can use that nitty-gritty number crunchiness. I like seeing that, I like being part of that, which is why I like CRPGs as well. I like being part of seeing the crunchiness. Taking a nice big bite of... which room is the plant room? I won't sweat it then. But yeah, I haven't really played a ton of Oblivion still. I think Fallout was the Bethesda game that I played the most. Played Fallout 3, and then Fallout New Vegas. Which, Fallout New Vegas was slightly more disappointing to me at the time. But I think that's because it was a lot more authentic about the RPG experience. Specifically the CRPG experience that... Uh-oh. That body does not want to be burnt. So that's going to make things a little bit more dicey. I wonder how many times I can get hit by one of these guys. Will you stay down, please? Ow. How much damage did we take? Oh, we're still good. Cool, cool. We gain. Get bodied, dork. Dork-ass Crimson Head. Well, might as well swap out the fake key for the real key, since I have a bunch of garbage in my inventory anyways. This is what Jill really gets an advantage in. The extra 2 pocket spaces are what She stores everything in her shoulder pads, her fat-ass shoulder pads. Chris doesn't have pockets. He's got a knife instead, a garbage-ass knife. Am I free? Am I actually free here? But yeah, we're trying to orient ourselves properly here. He holds things betwixt his butt cheeks. True. He's got a belt. Honestly, he's kind of got a fatter ass than Jill does. The shoulder pad game, though, she's on him on that. She's the real winner with that one. That and not having to have a bunch of small keys in your pockets. Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Barry, for being a real one in that fashion. What am I getting notified for? Okay, whatever. Twitch sometimes just decides to be like, well, actually, check out this stream that you already had opened. No thanks. I'm streaming right now. You can see that I am. I don't really want to participate in that. I kind of am trying to do my own thing. I'm trying to play my own games. Trying to find my way out of this damn mansion as this himbo. As this bouncy baby boy, Chris. They do definitely define his look more later. Did they not use him for until 5? That can't be right. Use the mansion key. I think we can see Rebecca in a second here. Speaking of Rebecca, I really want to play through RE0 at some point as well. Even though I know it's bad.
You.
Chris Redfield, Alpha Team. We're here to rescue you. Richard, what the hell happened to you?
Chris, this place. Get your team out of here. Demons everywhere.
I can't even tell what the hell happened to your arm there.
He seems to have been bitten by
If it's
a poisonous
called
snake.
bad, I'll probably love it.
The size of the bite mark is huge.
If you think that
not
you
just
are
an
a
ordinary
bad game
snake.
enjoyer, that's
Take my word for
if
it.
you want to be a self-proclaimed
serum.
bad
I left it in another room.
I'll go get
bad
it.
game enjoyer, then
Please hurry.
feel free.
Hold on. I'll be back.
Also, they really expect you to play Chris first. Like, you get so many different story beats. The serum. I'm comfortable with other people's opinions and my own. I just do a lot of self-deprecation. Hey, that's fair. I respect it. Hope it doesn't come off as aggressive or rude to you. No, that's fine. Sometimes we get in little pedantic moments, but that's a lot of us. You know what? I kind of do want to burn this guy. Okay, well. That's my knives. Is 2 enough? Okay, let's skadoodle. Oh, good. It's always something in this fucking house. In this damn evil mansion. Knock, knock. Come in. No solicitors. Let's see if we can actually save Richard. I don't know how long you get. But if you're too slow, you do get the guy killed. But hey, maybe Chris is too big of a dum-dum. Can I burn you? I feel that I can get away with using the ammo that I have, so we're going to. I don't want to deal with Crimson Heads in this hallway. Winky face? Oh no. I'm correct. I'm correct in my mild remembering. I mean, how many games of this style do that? I'm not super familiar with the survival horror type deal in this way. Luigi's Mansion? That's true. Hi, Forrest. Good to see you. Luigi's Mansion is my favorite survival horror.
Hope this is what you wanted.
I hope you've
Thank
been
you.
doing well, Forrest.
I'm gonna
Hope
give
you've
you
had
a
a
shot
good
now,
weekend.
Richard. Hang in there.
I also haven't played Luigi's
Take it.
Mansion.
It's a radio.
Damn, bro.
Take care of yourself, Rebecca. Richard.
I got you the serum and everything, and you still keeled
He's
over.
okay. He's just unconscious.
Rebecca.
Oh, okay.
It's not safe here. Let's get Richard to a safer place.
Right.
Let's save Richard's ass.
Richard's doing well, Chris. He should recover soon.
Good.
This music.
Richard needs you now.
I love the
As
dialogue.
soon as
It's
Richard
so
gets
good.
better, we'll come after you.
Rebecca, you okay with a gun?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to continue my investigation.
Be careful,
We need more
okay?
rescue bulletproof vests. Like, what the hell's going on in the Arclay Mountains that they need to have specific medics? Like, do they have rebels in the hills? Don't shoot. This person's a medic. I mean, do they do medic body armor right now? Spray paint it white? Put a giant cross on it? They keep warping me all over the place. I just want to go back here. I want to go get the shotgun. I gotta get this broken one out of my inventory so I can swap over. I also know that I saved several future shotgun rounds by actually using the handgun for a little bit longer. How far off are we from being able to get the assault shotgun? That's a... We can probably use the one... Oh, okay. There's zombies in here now. Don't know what I expected. How much ammo do I have? I think I'd need more. There we go. A nice little run around. But yeah, what happened? Oh yeah, I had several things occur. I went to my tabletop game after beating beating Jill's side for this. And that was a lot of fun. Always a good time. We were working on making a world together. And it's very, very much inspired by... Oh, good. I can't pick that up yet. Where is my... We'll come back for that. Let's go drop off at least the broken shotgun. I'll come back for putting stuff away in a moment. Hopefully that guy is not a Crimson Head by the time I come back. But yeah, our very Final Fantasy VII inspired tabletop game. We are playing in a system called... Hang on, what is it called? Let me pull that back up real quick. Legends of Akaroth? Which is... Oh, I need to move my camera too. I'm in the way. Oops, at least slightly in the way. But that's been fun. It's essentially the United States comes into fantasy world and starts stealing the mana. It's that plus I mean, yeah, Final Fantasy VII. Plus, like, more overtly fantasy tropes. I gotta go out this way at least one more time. What's in my pockets? Wait, hang on, I saw it. Oh, who is this Wesker that drops this stuff off for me? Thanks, Wesker. I left some bullets in the room on the right. I'll go ahead and look for a way out, Wesker. Thanks, pal. Appreciate it. But for the tabletop, we were working on doing session 0 for our characters, kind of trying to find motivation for why they would want to be part of this sort of nonsense. Why they would want to actively be fighting against the world of Harry S. Truman. The president, still Harry S. Truman. That mana, they figured out some fashion to keep him alive, head in a jar style. I feel like Futurama does not get talked about a lot in places other than Reddit nowadays. I don't feel like I talk to people and go, yeah, what do you guys think about Futurama? I don't think anybody else has really said that to me. I want to say ever. It's a good enough series, but it was very, very heavily glazed. Also one of those series that got brought back like 7 times. Doordom looks like it's ready to fall apart. Go through anyway? Yup. The loop back is not that bad, regardless. Oh, good. More guys are busting in this way. Do I need to really deal with this hallway more? I think I do. Overrated feels correct for Futurama. Wouldn't have been brought back that many times if it were able to live on its own in the first place. Good show, definitely. Yes, just let's relax. Yeah, it's one of those shows where, like, I hold it in high esteem, of course. It has some very good writing. At least for, you know, what it is, which is TV comedy. But I think that's also a situation of, like, network TV, too. Or network TV's like, can we, or the way that it was like, we can't keep making 20 season shows. They do not have the same, they do not have the same sort of appeal. People really wash out after that amount of time. And I fully agree with that. Instead, we have a lot of shows that are just kind of like, oh, it keeps going, huh? Oh, come on. I can understand that angle too. 20 episode seasons was pushing it. Yeah. It's a lot. Did this guy's head explode? That, oh, that did damage to me. That said flash grenade. We all kind of settled into 50-minute, 8-episode seasons and calling it good. Yeah. I think the 8-episode, 50-minute season, I mean, even 10-episode seasons still works. It's easier for everyone, crew included. They can clean up all the filming in a few weeks to months. Yeah, I think everybody was just kind of caught in like, a cartoon can't be good. Orange bracelet, picture of a Valiant, set in yellow. That's the wrong one. Turn that off. But yeah, I feel like Futurama is one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, you can't actually have something that is meant to have meaning. You can't have stuff like that. No. Cartoons typically don't maintain continuity. Live action is the arena, I mean. No, that's true. I agree with you on that. Okay, green for that. This is purple? Yep, and then first one coming in. Like, I would love a Game of Thrones style animated series. You just have to have a top tier voice cast too. There's appeal there. At least to me. Then again, I feel like they just kind of... An old-fashioned lock. Oh, I needed... Oh. Motherfucker. You watch any anime? I don't watch a ton of anime. Anime does better for this. For sure. I was a big One Punch head for first season, and then more of it came out, and I was just like, yeah, I've lost a lot of interest here. That's probably a me thing, though. Blue Eye Samurai. George Martin is directly quoted in saying that it was somewhat of his angle. Let's add that to the ever-growing list of things I need to check out. Blue Eye Samurai. Not much into anime myself. That just sparked something in my head that I remembered. Animated Game of Thrones. Oh, I know this one. We got the puzzle solved, everybody. Swap out that, and then we'll pop a heal. We'll go deliver the mask. Is there anything else that I need to get right now? No? Okay, well, let's go check. I think I can just drop these for now. Actually have some inventory slots. Do you think anyone's ever made a Game of Thrones themed fish tank before? I'm gonna go with yes. I think Game of Thrones was such a big, like, cultural zeitgeist definer that I think that somebody made the Iron Throne for their fish tank. Whether that's the TV show Iron Throne or the book-based Iron Throne. The monoculture. I mean, I like people being able to identify with things and chatting with each other. How do you theme it though? Like, there are entire continents that look different. A prop, certainly. Saw a guy build, paint, and coat a Warhammer Dreadnought and use it as a tank decoration. People will go all out. Also, good to see you. Not absolutely sure. Thanks for stopping by, saying hi. Monoculture these days is kind of leaning towards hate slop. Yeah, I would agree with that. Hate watching garbage. Not me though. I've never seen a bad. I've never watched something and been like, "This is bad. I should talk about it." I know everyone watches hate slop now. That's what the algorithm thrives off of. I mean, stuff like platforms like YouTube and stuff. Yeah, it's because outrage gets more clicks. You'll never believe what this dumbass said. You'll never believe what this dumbass drove through my front door with. And it's a thumbnail of, like, a guy with a Papa John pizza. It's just... Mr. Beast has really changed the way that people, like... Well, he really just is a case of showcasing how stupid everything is with that whole platform. YouTube has gone through so many different iterations, and while this one is certainly bad, it's not the worst one that I would say that it is the worst one, actually. Never mind. Disregard. I would say that it's bad and should feel bad. TikTok ironically shows me what I like the most. I follow world builders there a lot. Not ironically, it's just considered the worst social media from what a lot of people say. I will not. I'm not a short form media player. I'm not gonna have an app that specifically is for short form media. I don't want it. Just watch a bunch of engineering channels now. People building bizarre shit, but yeah, it's all gone to hell. There's always been, like, clickbait, but clickbait has evolved. I think this era and the everything needs to be spoon-fed era are the worst ones. Yeah. YouTube is an app. You should not trust the algorithm on whatsoever. No, nothing. You shouldn't trust the algorithm on anything. You should click on things and be like, okay, well, what do I think of this independently, and what is the YouTube platform trying to lean me towards with this stuff? Because they want you to be watching constantly, because then you're producing money for them, because ads. So remember, go outside. Sometimes I'm willing to watch some kid play with blocks and be really happy about it, want to show it to the internet. I'll never get that change now. It'll never be in the feed. No, you have to look specifically for stuff that you want. Remember when even GMM played like 3 funny moments at the start of each episode to convince people to start watching it? Yeah, that's such a tragedy, because like having to play the greatest hits at the beginning so that people will actually look at what you're doing, it's like, come on, man. Come on. We have to click on something and be like, this will entertain me. Understand that you have to get through the preamble to get to the good stuff. You have to actually have a little bit more patience. We can't just be TikTok brained. With WTMH, something you should seek specific things in a search. That's it. Agreed. Do not... The algorithm, unfortunately, wants you there forever. If I give in, I get dopamine, and the algo gets, like, dopamine pelts. Win-win. Hi, Crackdota. Good to see you. I need to turn in my dopamine pelts so I can get my dopamine back from the dopamine mines. It's all engagement. Yup. You can personally attest to starting videos being obnoxious. You have to hook and then keep the pace for however long your thing is. It's wild. Yeah, I've seen your video essays. I need to watch more of them, Nos, but it's whack that you have to fight so hard to maintain attention at this point. It's crazy. I'll read this will in just a moment. I'm just trying to catch up on chat and also give thoughts. Found a tiny way to try and lean in out of it. Watch videos if they're over 20 minutes. This better be an essay. And it better be research. Tactic has helped some. Absolutely. I don't click on 10-minute videos very much anymore. But, like, I want a 10-minute video that is something. Jingle some keys. I don't have any keys with me right now. Sorry, guys. No one should watch anything I make. Lamau. Too late. I'm watching it. I watched the one about, what's the Gooner game that you played? I keep looking at that one and being like, should click on that one. Butts and Stuff USA. Hang on. So mad that that's my most viewed video. Sex sells, baby. Sex sells. Check out Not Absolutely Sure. He does video essays. He's a good guy. A retired streamer now. I played that the night it came out. Shit out that video and I got 200k. Absolute horseshit. It's one of those things where it's like, if you can get there fast enough, you get the clicks. And you have to get the clicks if you want people to see your channel. You have to... It's ridiculous. And then there's the juggernauts who, like, are million-plus subscribers, and they just put out whatever, whenever, and people are like, oh, this is so true, so true! I just think of video game donkey stuff, where it's, like, 8 minutes of him laughing at stuff about the game, and it's just, you know... People were sending me my video being recommended off of a Game Grumps video on a game a few days later. That was surreal. Yeah, that does help. That does help. Trying to be a video creator and having to fight for a place in the algorithm is absurd. Anyways, researchers will. There's a letter. My dearest Alma. Oh yeah, I've already done this. All my colleague, everything sucks. I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. We take the B specimen. No. Is it Build-A-Witch? Because you got a lady drinking something in the thumbnail? Yeah, that I think it's Build-A-Witch. Sleep deprived and a little high, my most creative thumbnail. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Get this bee off of me. Give me the wind crest too. But you liked it though, right? Yeah, like what did you think of the not to interview about why would I need to interview you? Oh, you already made a video on the game. But yeah, it's just so funny to me how much you have to fight against everything to get it going. Surprisingly serviceable as a game. You love to hear that. So you mean to say that Big Titty Goth Mommy 6 might be worth playing? Not throwing you under the bus, just a funny idea to me. Which of these doors do I need to go in now? I just think that Gooner Slop is gonna be made every day. Doesn't matter. They made another one about a sexy nun called Nun Holy. Do you think that they name it like that in hopes that people typo like Kim Petras on top of the very obvious pun? Do you think that's a contributing factor there? Just naming my shit something like Mr. Wide World, bald. Just the generic search terms that people, when they're like, oh, what the fuck does Pitbull do again? Who's Pitbull again? What's that guy? One bald guy's name that makes the music and wears the sunglasses? Person that made those games is really odd to me. They're a Gooner artist that just decided to kind of make some games with their art one day. Slightly kick-ass. Yeah! I love that for... Oh my god. Get this guy off me. Oh shit, okay, that's fine. But yeah, like, games are one of the better ways to get, you know, more views generally. Like, gaming as a medium is bigger than just about every other art form right now. This is mid-aged jackass getting lost in modern slang. What is a Gooner artist? Oh, you know, like... Booby drawer? Yeah. They draw the fan art that people go, oh, okay. I don't know if that's my kink, but... Alright then. Okay, I think I'm connecting the dots. Yeah, it's like drawing art for people that goon, as the terminology goes. Here's popular anime character 69420 with slightly less clothes than normal. Yeah, hentai artists, gooner artist. Fucking kids in my day, we just say we masturbated for a long time. It's definitely a derogatory term for people that spend all day jorking it. Axe. Sword. I think. So axe. I can't tell which sword though. I think upper sword. Back in my day, a stiff breeze did the trick. Yup. Now kids these days edge for 12 hours straight. Oh, that's a pole arm. I think that's the pole arm that I need to... Okay. Okay. Shield, axe, sword, pole arm. Shield, axe, sword, pole arm. Kids these days have shorter refractory period than porn stars. Actually, understanding what those pictures were on a CRT had to be actual hell when it came out. I mean, this is modern graphics. I still can't tell what the fuck I'm looking at with this. This is 2014's Resident Evil remakes. Shield, axe, sword, polearm. I feel like it's got to be more approachable. I have a very specific memory of this puzzle. It's the first time I played it. I had entirely too much boo, just fell asleep failing to sort it out. Yeah. I'm not a great... I think it's only four options, but you can brute force it eventually. Yeah, I'm just, I'm a little bit of an idiot, so I'm going to slam my head against it. I've also forgotten, and I'm so distracted by trying to think of other things, too. That's me. I'm just being silly. There's a switch. Will you press it? Yes. Press the switch. Give me my mask. Death mask without eyes, nose, or mouth. I'm pretty sure the death mask puzzle isn't even a thing in original Resident Evil. Not that I can remember. Of course. That would require me remembering things, which, as previously discussed, I am incapable of. Did I kill the zombie in here? I don't think I did. Do you need help? No, I'm good. I've figured it out. We're Gucci. I am a bit of a fool. What do we... Let's go deliver our stuff. Go drop it. Perhaps like it's hot. Perhaps that it is of a temperature that is approximating heated. Also, are there the shotgun shells in the garden here? Did I miss those? No, I did grab those. Okay. Just double checking. Camera angles are not being particularly kind to me. This is me when I'm pogging. That's me. Got a mask so that people can't see me pog all the time. And then this one's also the Pog. Yep. The double Pog statues. Nope. Keep that locked away. No one can know that you Pog. Lest people know that you are human. They hated them for their Pog swag. Yes. They hate us for our Pog swag. And our ability to locking away my coolest and most zombified coworker. Can't Pog in public anymore. Yeah, people... The kids will just record you. I can't show unadulterated joy anymore. They'll call me cringe. They'll call me cringe for my desire to be a normal-ass person. Are we allowed to punch boulders this time? I don't think we punch any boulders in this one. I think we can try to punch a boulder at some point. Flipping meta glasses scare me so bad. Yeah, I do not like the idea of having glasses that can record. I don't want that. People will make fun of you for how much you like pancakes. It's true, they'll hate you. Does Chris get the boulder trap on this side? Does he learn how to punch them specifically because of that? Sorry, pulch? Don't know what I'm saying. Does Chris get the boulder trap on this side? Do you think he punched specifically because of that? Yes. I think I just read that, but I'm pretty sure you do encounter the boulder trap. The boulder dash. Locked from the other side. Okay, come on, pal. No! My HP tags. You read it with the same mental type, which is crazy. That's just how my brain works, man. That's just how it goes. That is how it would be interpreted every time. That 100 times out of 100. I love those glasses because when I punch them in the face, I not only do I get to punch them in the face, it costs them $500. I've tossed them off of faces and tossed them into the... Grab them off of faces, toss them into the road. Hell yeah. Same mental typo. Yeah, my brain bad. Golly, I like shotguns and video games. I love shotguns. I love getting the opportunity to explode things. What's going on here? Oh, Arvid's streaming again. Cool. I love being able to blow people's heads up. I love it. Give me more. Give me more opportunities to take advantage of that. So we've gotten this place open. What else is in here? I don't remember. Love shotguns too. They're the snipers of close range. They're kind of the snipers in real life too. I mean, guns, muzzle velocity, kind of a big deal. Shooting objects very rapidly. Through the air. I mean, shotguns with slugs, like, they bring things down from a good distance away. I'm glad that we have been getting some shotgun slug love. Slug love, interesting. Live slug reaction. Slugs hurt my shoulder. Yeah, there's just a... Shotgun's very powerful. Kind of a lot in there. Riley with the first. Good to see you, Riley. Hope you're doing well. Have you had a good Sunday? Have you had a good weekend? It's a little pasta tube of gunpowder and angry balls. It's true. It's the angriest pasta you'll ever have. I'm okay. Theater gig got rained out tonight. Ah. I hope that that's a less of a disappointment than it sounds like it would be. How was your day? Been good. Went and got lunch. I'm not gonna say it. I'm funny enough not to say it. Nah, say it, please. It's only disappointing because I won't get paid for the full hours. Oh, that is annoying. But yeah, we got lunch. I was gonna play volleyball today, but it was very cold. We kind of got rained out on volleyball too. Not quite rain, but like just cold enough winds. It's like 50 degrees, and for volleyball, that's not what I would describe as a good temp. So I went home and decided, you know what? Let's take a... I'm gonna reveal something to you guys. I am a little... I took an edible before, like, at 4. It is now 9 p.m. and I'm still feeling a little bit, so... Forgive my mental... my lack of mental acuity. We have a storm front coming in. Yeah. When I was out, I was like, "Oh, this is like pioneer." I had the exact sentence looking at the mountains just because it was so snowy just in the canyons. I was like, "Oh, this is pioneer killing weather." This is not. It is the time of year where you would not expect it to get this snowy, but I think it's going to be snowing in the canyons and that region. Blame not popping in here sooner on being totally high, totally zoned out. Fortunate too, your stream's been very large, good vibes. Thanks! Thank you very much, Nas. We're just here to bang out some video games and hang out, so I'm glad that you've been having a good time. Western Mountain Rage might break up the rain, but it's still gonna be cold. It is gonna be cold. I'm feeling the cold, and I would prefer a little... Can we get a little bit less cold spring? Please, for me. I don't do well in the cold. I'm like a chihuahua. Meteorology is a weird side of hobby for mine. I have dishes on my roof. Talk to weather satellites. I call them my space peepholes. We're directly transitioning from La Nina to El Nina. It's gonna get weird. El Nino. Yes. Space peepholes. You ever spy in on any aliens with those? Seen any of those around yet? I only know that term from Snow Day. I gotta be real, I'm not sure what the correlation for El Nino is, or La Nina. Not yet. I'll keep you abreast though. Yeah, if you ever get flashed by aliens too, I wouldn't mind being kept abreast of that. But yeah, I would love if we actually had aliens. I know that, use the mansion key. Watch Russian satellites go off axis, which is always a laugh. Being the first to see an alien dink would be crazy. Whoops. There it goes. Very funny. I guess I'll take the handgun mag too. Of course there's aliens, but distance, time. Yeah. I'm firmly in the camp of aliens do exist. There is other life in the universe, because, like, come on.
No.
What's the chances of us being exclusively the only life forms? So infinitesimally. There are so many planets. There's so much likelihood. It's just not going to be what we would think, if there is. And I'm not saying that, you know, I'm one of those crazy people that's like, oh, the aliens are gonna come, and I don't buy into that stuff. It's just like my final year on this earth to be the one where we find aliens. Real exciting, but then I'm dead before the ramifications of the first contact happen. Yeah, actually, yeah, you know what? I would love to learn, but I don't want to deal with the issue. The Fermi paradox. Yeah. A couple dozen other planets. Obviously, there's life out there. There's definitely more than a couple of dozen planets. I mean specifically, there's at least a couple dozen planets that can sustain life. Carbon-based life, at least. That business is very hurtful. The math says yes, but then where the hell are they? The universe is very, very big. I feel like it's more likely that we discover dead civilizations of other aliens than like living aliens that can traverse through light space. Maybe one day. Maybe hopefully one day. But don't introduce me to the methane-based life forms. Yeah, I don't think we'd be able to get along very well. I want to die right before the commentators start doing the do we really want aliens on Earth stuff? So all the happy, whoa, aliens, this is sweet, and none of the dissection stuff? Yeah, yeah. Opposition perspective. What if we're one of the first and the rest are coming up? I think that there's like definitely. I think at the same time there are other upcoming worlds that are less sentient life, but not sapient life. Humphy. HMFY. Like finding a primitive civ in Stellaris, that would be crazy. Imagine we find a planet of people all olds that are in their Stone Age. HFY is a media thing? Okay. Like a story thing? You know, I'm not aware, I've never heard the term HFY used in that fashion. I'm not sure I'm familiar with the trope. Humans, fuck yeah? About humans being the powerful race? Yeah. Hell yeah, fuck yeah. See it a lot? Yeah. Okay. I would love if humans were the big cool ones, but it just seems unlikely to me. The universe is so big that I can't help but be like, yeah, we're probably off in the corner while other stuff is going. And we're just kind of slowly accomplishing more important stuff in terms of like galactic spanning civilization type stuff. I feel like humans are more like we're gonna get enslaved. It's that simple. Even in physics, no life. I require more energy by changing from carbon. Ridiculous from an evolutionary perspective. Carbon pretty easy. We're also really young universe-wise. Billions of years is
with all sorts of medical
it's
supplies.
a long time.
I could pretty much treat any wound. Want me to treat your wounds?
Yes.
Yeah, would you?
I'm beat up. Please help me. Rebecca has treated your wounds. I do like the idea that in sci-fi sometimes humans are looked at as dumb idiots that argue over nothing while aliens are chilling in space. We were talking about this the other day. Yeah.
Somebody sure knows
One of
how
the
to get a
reasons-
deal. Most of the medical supplies here are from Umbrella.
Umbrella.
Don't you know?
The actual
They're only the
possible
biggest
max number is
taxpayers
insane.
around
It
They make
seems
most of these
way too
medicines
likely
right
that
here.
the aliens
Homegrown in
do
Raccoon
exist,
City.
but
But there's not much left, so take care of yourself.
if we can do it, I'm sure that some other creature has also done it. I want an Umbrella Band-Aid. Yeah, give me some Umbrella brand, like, Adderall. Give me some Umbrella brand Band-Aids. Give me Umbrella brand condoms. Yeah. Pharmacy companies. $13.8 billion. Still have my issues with this calculation. They can't get here same as us. Yeah, that's kind of what I would think. This includes blowing ourselves up. Ourselves to Kingdom Come. Yeah, I'm sure, like, if there is an actual alien civilization that can observe life on Earth, on Earth, I would really like it if these MFers could come and be like, hey, can you not nuke yourselves? Welcome to Earth. So, everybody knows how bad Independence Day 2 is, right? Like, we know that it's dog shit. We all know that. We can just kind of accept that. The first one, pretty good. Even if people love that shit too much. Didn't they not even bring back Will Smith? I'm gonna say that Will Smith looked at the script and declined, because that entire thing is like the cash grab to exist. I think it was bad enough that he actually declined. Or they're like, he was too expensive. He went to do Suicide Squad instead. From one bad movie to another. Go watch the clip right now. The enunciation on Earth is perfect. I have no idea where this factoid meme came from. It's just making fun of it. It can sound like it, but he does say Earth. Just like Achievement Hunter. Inside of Will Smith, there are two wolves. Both of them choose to be in terrible movies. One of them decides to punch Chris Rock. The other one chooses Suicide Squad. He is a bad decision maker. What if we develop the space eyeball so we can wave at each other and not actually travel to them? Sorry, I missed this one. That's fun. That would be fun. I would like that idea. Then there's Gemini Man. Okay, which one's Gemini Man? Gemini Man. I don't think I... What the hell is this? Film follows a retiring recon Marine scout sniper who's targeted by a much younger clone of himself while on the run from a private military company. Holy shit. It looks like a case of could be good, but just not very good. Kind of like Project Hail Mary, gotta play space charades. True, yes. Here's all I know from Wikipedia. This film spent nearly 20 years in development hell. It's never a good sign. Yeah, like the base idea of a man hunted by a clone of his younger self. Wait, that's already Looper. What the fuck? Never mind. Why do we gotta keep doing this shit? It's dog shit? Yeah. I said this joke to Daft and Knife earlier, but can we bring back hog water? Can we start saying hog water instead of dog water, just because it's so evocative to me? still waiting on the Warhammer TV show that Cavill is involved with now that's been greenlit for 12 years. No, it's going to be awful, but it's going to be my awful thing. I'm really, really hoping that sorry, I'm really, really hoping that it's any good, like even just remotely good, because Warhammer does not have actual like big name people working on it. It doesn't have people like Henry Cavill working on it for just about any other project. You've given me my most beautiful idea for a data project I've had in a long time. Thanks. Ooh. That's exciting. I didn't realize that it was in development hell for so long. Stardeed is so good. Can't they just do that? That's what we could hope. Stardeed 2 is a thing that comes out this year at least. That's a plus. Yo, big news, big news. Can it compute an index between the start of production and end of production measured against the film's IMDb rating? This is all data I can drag automatically. Imagine an actual number that directly computes to how long you spend on a movie will hit you this hard in the box office. This is great. Yeah, actually actionable sort of data. How long, I feel like if it reaches over 5 years, it goes downhill drastically. Got passed around a bunch of directors and writers, I think. They couldn't decide on a subject. Would kill real human beings for a good adaptation of Horus Rising. That would be nice. Definitely something there. Absolutely. I think that project does have stuff going for it. I need the plant. Chemical plant. But yeah, I think anything over like 4 years of production hell, you need to just get somebody to pull the trigger on a project. Although that's how you get a lot of dog shit products too. Some hog water projects, but it's just, we need to, oh, I also need to, I'm going back and forth here. I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Forgive me. But yeah, I feel like over 4 years, just pull the trigger. Get something done. Get actual writers. Almost like they're high. No, I'm very sober. I've never once been high in my entire life. The only long development movie that ever turned out good in history was Napoleon Dynamite, and I'll die on that hill. Napoleon Dynamite is a... I love Napoleon Dynamite. Living in, like, suburban Salt Lake and not really having anything to do, it really captures that. Me and my friends are really just trying to find something to, like, keep us entertained, because otherwise we go crazy. It even has the, like, internet pipeline person of I find my love through something like an online forum. Like Chip is just me. The only person dying on that hill, but I'll do it. No, I'll die on that hill with you. Genuinely, I think it's so good. Captured weird kid that's bored energy so perfectly. Yes. It really did. Like, my hobbies are trying to keep myself out of trouble. My God, we dangled the shit out of the bus. It's a movie about youth loneliness. That's it, and it's glorious. And some people hate it for that. Fun fact, I met Uncle Rico, Napoleon, and Pedro in person at my job. They were all very kind. Yo, that's super cool. That sounds like a great time. I would love to meet people like that. You raising chickens? That's super cool, though, Nas. Do they have large talons? We don't have any cool local celebs anymore. The closest thing to a local celeb that we have now is like Brandon Sanderson. But even then, he lives in Provo, and that's like, eh. We don't have anybody in Salt Lake proper. It's a very cool day. Yes. Awesome. Just, it lives with you. Meeting people that you're like, oh, actually, I think that you're really good at the stuff that you do. Post Malone went to the hills. I used to see him in the Whole Foods, not anymore. Yeah, we've talked about Post Malone. I think Post Malone is kind of a jackass. Keeper's Diary. This is a Itchy Tasty. Eat doggy food. Eat doggy food. There it is. Itchy Tasty. I love Itchy Tasty. Tend to agree. It's disheartening considering how cool he was a decade ago. Yeah, 2016, was he on the up and up? I can't remember when he started getting big. I wasn't there that day, but my buddy got to work with Mark Normand too. That was neat. Yes. That's awesome. Hang on. I know that that's really cool. I just want to clarify, I do think that's cool. Who's Mark Normand for... The comedian? I'm just unfamiliar. Comedian guy. Got it. I do live under a little bit of a rock, so I appreciate people not thinking I'm a complete fool for asking questions. Don't watch much of his stuff, but apparently he was real nice. Hell yeah. You love to hear that, genuinely. There's a Mark Hamill joke in there somewhere. I think so. I wonder what Mark Hamill's like nowadays. I know that I don't really need to do anything here other than just open up this door. Goodbye. Let's go back out and drop this off. He turned into dust after Last Jedi, I think. Yeah. He did turn into dust and then become a Force ghost, so he's just kind of projecting himself everywhere now. Tragedy, really. This game would be so silly with seamless co-op mod and friendly fire. Seamless co-op mod and friendly fire, but it's like once the house is open, play a hide and seek, like laser tag kind of deal. You got to get a couple of the doors open. That'd be sweet. PvP RE1 would go crazy back in the day. Yes. Can you imagine? Oh, I want to play Chris. I want to play Jill. Fighting with your sibling over playing Barry or Wesker. Wesker's cool. He's got the sunglasses, man. Even if he gets bodied. Mom said it's my turn to play Chris. Yes. Exactly that. Who's the odd job of RE1 Resident Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 1. Who's the odd job of RE1 PvP? That's who I want to know. Is it Jill? Is it actually just Jill? Because you've got Jill, Wesker, Barry, Chris, Rebecca. Maybe Rebecca? It's clearly Jill. Yeah, it's why everybody plays Jill. Everybody's favorite character, Jill. Chris gets 6 pockets. And that's it. And a lighter. He has to find keys. Doesn't even get to be the master of unlocking. Come on, man. What are we even doing here? Let's go upstairs. I think I can fight, I think I can fight Yawn, maybe? Chris isn't sandwich material. It's more of a panini. Yeah. He is certainly not the master of unlocking. He could be a panini press, though. A pressed panini. I gotta be real. Panini, just a superior version of a sandwich. You get it nice and crisp. Like, I like a big sandwich that you can really chonk on into. But panini is the goated form. I think I do need to go in here. Agree? Hell yeah. Somebody, a fellow panini enjoyer. Oh, that's a Crimson Head. That's good. Can I burn you? Yeah, I don't want you coming back. Like hot sandwiches, like temperature, hot and paninis are great. Yes. I love a hot sandwich, and just get it nice and cheesy too. I only get to experience texture with food, so panini is the way to do bread, especially cheesy. Yes. Yeah, panini just has like the sauce to it. If I can taste it, the best I get is good texture. Yeah, the texture of a panini is just superior. If I can't taste it, the best. Okay, I see. Local place that does a Southwest panini. Ooh, so like a chili sauce type deal. That sounds really good. What did they put on the chili on the Southwest? Boar's head, buffalo, chicken slices, bacon, pepper jack, chipotle mayo. Okay. Less interesting than I thought it would be, but that still sounds really good. I just wish that Southwest meant more like bean, like the... Does anybody know what cowboy caviar is? Just like bean and corn type deal. Anosmia and Equasia. Not taste or smell on account of TBI. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you talking about this the way that you have as well, WT, because that's got to be hard. You have my sympathies. I should cook up a meal that's just texture for you, just to understand. Doesn't bother me much these days. I'm trying to make my peace with it. I still have my sympathies for the condition. I wish you the best of ease. Just love your next meal. That's all you have to do for me. You got it, boss. Unfortunately, I live in Connecticut, so spices and whatnot are illegal. I miss authentic Mexican food so bad. Oh. So I went to, during our tabletop night on Friday, we went to a local place called Tacos Lopez. And holy fuck. I got some lengua tacos and they were so fucking good. What else did I get? Knife. What was the? It's beef head, stewed beef head. That I also got for that. I can't remember the official name, but I got that and al pastor. But it was just so good. I love Mexican food. When I was in Maryland, that is one thing that I did not have any Mexican food, but there was only like one place in the town we were in. You can't even twinkle, twinkle, little star. Come on, Chris.
It's me, Chris.
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
That sounded like Moonlight
That's
Sonata.
not true. That's the only one that I was aware of.
Can you play?
She's got to practice. Give her a second. There were at least 4. One of them is terrible, though. That is unfortunate. Rate: Mexican, Indian, Chinese, Italian. I give Mexican S tier, Indian and Chinese I give A tier, and Italian I give B tier.
My interpretation is off a little. Let me practice for a while.
Let Rebecca practice? Yeah.
Sure. But don't get too carried away.
Oh, I
Incidentally,
won't.
Indian food both before and after. Something written in the corner, commemorating the completion of the mansion. Pizza holds Italian up to a B tier. You take pizza away and it's probably low C. I like Italian food, but a lot of tomato sauce I don't find particularly compelling. Alfredo I really like, but there's only so much I want done with that. And it's very heavy, and it's just bad on my stomach. Like a chicken Alfredo, delicious. I love a chicken Alfredo. Chicken Parmesan, eh. They're just heavy. But yeah, I love Mexican. Indian, very good. Chinese, very good. Italian, I'm not super big on the pasta. I'm just not a huge pasta head. I like rice, but pasta's like, eh. Spice I can still detect, but that's a pain receptor, not a taste bud. Hey, you know, if you can... We also we've gone out to eat a lot this weekend, but that's because we get paid, and I like eating out food. It's one of the things that helps me cope with reality. I like to eat food, and I'm not, you know, I'm still pretty skinny, so I definitely need to see about doing more physical activity this week with volleyball not being on. I had honey chicken from a Chinese place in town last week and got high to watch the NBA playoffs with some friends. It was some of the best food I've ever had. Hell yeah. Honey chicken, weed in a game. That's how it's done right there. Can we get some K-Konas in chat for not absolutely sure? Because that's like an ideal kind of night. Sounds like a great time. Love that. I wish that I cared more about sports. Every time I try and muster up care for sports, I'm just like, eh. It's less for me. Thank you for saying it. Sports isn't fun if you don't get the narratives with it. I'm always so scared. I don't understand. I don't need to go in the attic yet. Where's my last door that I need to use? Where's my last key use here? Like, as I get older, the more I fall in love with some of the stories. Yes, the narratives around the stories, because like a basketball game, I just don't care. Hockey, I think, is interesting. I just don't watch sports. So I feel like I need some friends that are into sports that I can like go do things with. Because as always, it's the most fun to do things with people. Salt Lake does have a... I think I need to go back this way. Salt Lake does have a hockey team now, which is kind of fun. Now, if they were electronic... Again, I don't really care for the platform. It's all about the storyline. Like esports, I was a Cloud9 enjoyer because I liked what's his name? I can't remember his name. He was the top laner. Based Dendy? No. Old C9 League. But also, wait, Sing Balls? Baseball is probably the best non-sports person sport. Absolutely. League. Yeah, unfortunately I was not aware, and still am not very aware of big LCS stuff. I need more people. Say it correctly. SLC has a hockey team now and doesn't have an NFL team. We were that close. I don't even like American football, but come on. I don't trust... Okay, wasn't that because of the billionaire guy who was like, I want to get a bunch of shit and have the taxpayer subsidize my entertainment corridor that I want to do downtown? Because I think I remember talking about that. Or am I thinking of a different thing? That's why it ended. You're not wrong. I don't want to pay tax. I don't want to have to pay like 0.2% more tax generally on everything because some motherfuckers want me to pay for the arena that they make billions of dollars off of or millions of dollars off of. And also NFL kind of dookie. The Moot could have funded it themselves. Yes, just build it. Get approval, make your thing that you want to do. Don't fucking make me pay for it. You have the money, you have the resources. Don't come to my town and be like, let's put a football team here. Also, you guys got to pay for it. I'm not subsidizing your entertainment franchise. Anyways, sorry. The president? Also that. Arenas are a bad investment for the average citizen. True. Yes. Balls wasn't a joke. That was the top laner out you were thinking of, I think. No, it wasn't Balls. It was C9 top laner. I want to say like 2014 League of Legends. I want to say Darius, but that's not it. I think he played some Darius. Pre-season 3. Not Wild Turtle. Balls is there. 2014 preseason. Was it 2014? It might have been 2015. Dyrus. That was TSM. Oh, was it really? I thought Dyrus was on C9 for a minute too. Anyways, I liked Dyrus. I liked seeing him play. I thought that he played interesting, and that was like it on my league professional like desires. What the hell is the other key that I need to use here? Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out, but I'm simply a goofball. Hate that I know so many of those names. Yeah, I was a league head I was familiar, like, you mentioning them, I'm like, oh yeah. Anyone remember Good Game University? Hang on. What was Good Game University? I need to remind a brush up on this because it does sound familiar. I have Carl Job's phone number in my cell phone. A really bad pro team. We all know someone weird who is on the map. It's just how it goes. Everybody, I love them. It's very fun hitching your wagon to an underdog story kind of team. At least in my eyes. I love when you can just be like, oh, they're bad, but it's fun to watch them. Also known as Team Coast. I don't think I remember Team Coast. I don't think I'm familiar. They had Nintendo X and Shifter. Favorite was Zion Spartan, turned into Darshan later in life. I can't quite recall any of those names, so I think they may have missed me. I was like a very, very passive enjoyer on occasion. Never been a fan. I always go underdog too. Satisfaction in the win is what's much better. Oh yeah. They lost a lot, so I'm not surprised. I don't even... Yeah, you know, competing in the LCS level, you have to have sponsors to actually pay for the people to spend all their day playing the video game, you know? It's locked. Oh, good. We had Zephyr as our dogshit team in Dota. I think I remember hearing about Zephyr. Crack Dota, what's the highest rank that you've held in Dota? Because I think me and my friends were like Crusader at best. Got Dota and LoL going on. I'm way out of my space. We're MOBA chatting. I'm sorry. Specifically esports MOBA. So very much a like rabbit hole in a rabbit hole in a rabbit hole. I was chatting with one of my buddies at volleyball the other day. He just added me on Steam a minute ago. Not a minute ago, but like earlier today. Because he was like, hey, I've been meaning to add you. Here's my friend code. Only esport I really watch anymore is CS2 sometimes because those people are wild to watch. Yeah, CS2 specifically is what I've chatted with him about, and he was talking about the various like pros with another person that was at volleyball that actually knew what they were talking about. Didn't really try that hard after release. I was playing with Merlini in beta, but I don't think that really counts. I think that could probably count. That's pretty high rank. So definitely an upper echelon type player here. Here I go. What is CS2? It's Counter-Strike 2. It's the new engine upgrade essentially, / free-to-play / essentially game as a service for Counter-Strike Go upgrading into. So not CSGO. It's built off of the CSGO engine, I think. It's
Chris,
CSGO
Chris,
2
I think I
is the
got
best
it.
way to describe it. Just for people that are not familiar. I'm not old, you're old. CS source into CS 1.6 into CSGO into CS2. Exactly, yes. I got dunked on by Double It when League was a baby game. Yo, I miss old, like, the 3v3 map. It was so
Practice makes
bad, but
perfect.
I loved playing it.
What's this?
Very exciting, pretty much every round, very easy to passively have on. Yeah, CS, I think Counter-Strike is like the easiest thing to have on in the background, esports-wise. Because you can be, it's a lot more active, or can be a lot more active. Twisted Treeline was buns, it was sick. Twisted Treeline sucked shit, but I loved it. Me and my buddies, we could never get a full 5-stack, but we've already read through this, so I'm not going to read it again. Me and my buddies would not have enough for 5v5, but we could always have 3 people on for a while. So I was forged in old school Twisted Treeline. It sucked shit.
Were you all right?
It was fun
in there?
though.
Yeah.
Thanks. They have a game mode called Push or something that's 5v5, fast and similar, pretty fun. If I'm playing a MOBA in 2026, I'm gonna play Dota. I know it's not a good choice, but I can't really be fucked. It feels like I'm bad at it, but it just is the most engaging. It's ass, let's go. Yeah, it's not good, but I have fun with it. Wish Dota got its hook into me. Would have been a lot better at League. Yeah, I played a lot of Dota specifically because I was like, I want to be better at League of Legends. But going back, I'm like, I just feel kind of bored. Which a couple of my buddies have also said. Could never compete in those games, barely, hell, even play them. I'm a moving meat target for 17-year-old cyborgs who know how to shoot me in the head with 400 meters with a pixel hitbox. I'm really bad at Counter-Strike as well. I've been trying to play it with a buddy of mine because I want to. The person that I talk with at volleyball said that he is like top 10% Counter-Strike player, and I was like, oh man, I was really hoping that we could like have a game that we could play together and not have a ton of stress on either of us. Although I could, I think I'll probably just be like, hey, if you want to hang out, would you mind like coaching me a little bit? You can forge me into a better player. Peaked at Diamond when that was the highest rank and felt very out of my depth. I don't know where I'd end up now. That's really high, actually. I did a lot of practice in League of Legends. I think the best I could have gotten was like low gold, high silver. I think Diamond at all is nothing to sneeze at. Yeah, still feeling like you're out of your depth is like completely understandable. I think this is the shield key opportunity. I think this is when we fight Yon. I can't remember. But yeah, I was not the greatest, but I think I played a summer of trying to get good at like last hitting and figuring out equilibrium on what would I say? For top lane, because I was a top laner. And playing a lot of melee and trying to be like a decent Sheik player in melee. For some reason, I got really obsessed into like trying to do esports stuff, and I realized that there are some games that I'm just not good at. I'm just not I'm not a high tier gamer. Took a lot of like studying the game. Yeah, if you want to get good at something, you have to study it. Respect top laners. My buddy was a Yorick one trick. Armada, we're talking about melee. Armada, please don't. I'm like a dog shit Sheik player. I can't even tech. The only thing that I have going for me is like my in any fighting game is like the psychological combat. Mix-ups were kind of my only specialty and the only thing that got me wins. But yeah, when I played hang on, let me read what you're saying here, Nas. Took a lot of studying, only did it for one season, then swore off tryharding to rank up in games. Best decision I made. Yeah, if you're doing it exclusively to rank up, it's not the way to go, IMO. You're gonna burn out. But yeah, I played Darius. I played a little bit of Gnar. I played a little bit of Rumble. Those were the big three that I practiced because I was like, no one's gonna ban out all of my characters because in high school I did a little bit of like esports gaming, mostly as a way to, you know, try and sharpen my stuff. Ow. Don't be poisoned. Bah. Ow. Oops. Is he leaving? Thank God. There's a Singed main in my LoL career? Hell yeah. Singed is a good choice. I think Singed is fun. I gotta go get depoisoned now. Do this stupid thing where I'll summon him to streams if Melee comes up. Hey, I think that's a good bit. I like Melee. Such a sport. Super Smash Bros. Melee celebrity crashing on stream. What about Melee? I would love to be any good at it, but I'm not.
Chris!
I need serum.
Serum. I remember seeing it. I'll be right back. Just hang in there.
Thanks, Rebecca. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not a very good Melee player. I'm a... Oh, I get to play as Rebecca to get the serum for Chris. Fortunately, there's like nothing between here and there, so... It's really bad mentally, too. League in particular, you get locked into prison with 9 terrorists for 40 minutes. League has some fucking people playing it, man. I would make a great hostage negotiator now with how many psychos I talked out of inting. It takes a lot of effort to talk people out of inting, too. Like, learning how to de-escalate is a very important skill. Played LoL like 2 times, and after seeing the rage fest that occurred between 3 brothers, I was out. This game requires a particular mindset, and it was not mine. Yeah, you also need to have, like, a good team to build a rapport and, like, be able to understand what the bullshit is. Be able to cut through the bullshit and be like, okay, I can take responsibility. I fucked up. Now let's try and improve for next time. My #1 strength is Dota pubs was the unifier. I really miss that. I've always wanted to be that kind of person, actually. I've always really wanted to be the person that, like, manages to de-escalate those situations and say, hey, we're just, 1, it's just a game, but 2, we can come back from this if we don't continue to mental boom like children. We do have to work together. This is a team game. If we can team up and actually like listen to each other, voice comms and humor go so hard for that. Yeah, yeah. Being able to, it's the breaking the ice of the tension of being able to laugh. You're adding voice to League next year. League is not a game that I want to have my voice connected to at all. Holy shit, that game, that is a way to like boom yourself. League, I feel like, has a much more toxic player if you're not. Hi, what's up? Oh, get your jacket. Yeah. But yeah, like Dota, the voice comms generally, if you're not toxic yourself, you encounter some relatively normal people. I think that was the standing problem. It's like playing chess by committee, but with milliseconds to work with. Yeah, that's a big factor too. Can't wait to have my jungler call me racial slurs because I misplaced a word. The mistakes people highlight in League are so much different than Dota too.
How you feeling?
What happened?
You were
You
bitten
got hit by a snake.
poisonous snake and fell unconscious. Easy.
Bitten by a venomous snake, actually.
Oh, my head's killing me.
You should be fine, because I gave you a shot of serum. But again, don't do anything.
That you wouldn't do?
Can
I'll
deeply
try to
appreciate the
remember that.
people say they can do it. But yeah, it's a
I owe
team
you
thing.
one.
That's why it got toxic. The element doesn't carry across the internet well. Yeah. It's a... People are bad about being nice to each other and like playing. Nobody played team sports, and the people that play a lot of those games are people that tend to have poorer social lives, I find. Like, I should say just an egregious amount of it. Not very good. When that's your one thing that you do, it sort of poisons the mindset. A lot of mechanical skill is taken as foregone conclusion. Doing all the tricks for different champs is hard, especially if you haven't played a MOBA before. Yeah, like, MOBA is a very specific genre, spawned from Dota, which is a Warcraft 3 mod, or a Warcraft 3 custom map. Like, the fact that MOBA became a genre in the first place took over the RTS genre because it was just so much. It was so much of the RTS crowd that played MOBAs anyways. Feel bad for the people that try to learn the game now. Oh my god, yes. Also that, too. It's an impossible mountain to climb. Current players were also there when it started. Yeah, pretty much. Now we have auto chess likes. That too. I'm not really into the auto chess type stuff. I think the closest I've gotten is Super Auto Pets. And Super Auto Pets is not super my jam either. That's not the last mask. Well, let's go drop it off at the very least. You look like you would like Super Auto Pets. Where's my glasses? Where's my glasses and flannel so that I can fully cosplay as NL? I won't elaborate. I know. I see what you're throwing down. It's like 200 champions now that all have weird interactions that you can only know by experiencing. Yeah, there's just too many fucking champions too. Like, if I want to get in on the ground floor of a MOBA again and just have like 40 champs max and just have them be simple again, please. I don't need the 3000 dash champions that can do 6 billion damage. You tried Deadlock? I did try Deadlock. I actually didn't enjoy it very much. It took all of the parts of Overwatch that I didn't like, and all of the parts of MOBAs that I didn't like either. That would fix me. The best part of any MOBA is figuring it out. Feel the same about Deadlock? Yeah, I just want a traditional MOBA. I just don't know why Valve also decided they wanted to eat each other themselves lunch again, too. Because they also, it's like competing, it's supposed to compete in the hero shooter genre, but they just keep making MOBAs. They just keep fucking making MOBAs. Way too fast to be fun for me. I get stressed playing it even though I play fine. It's just too much shit. It's too much going on. I don't... Can we bring back slightly simpler games? Just a little bit? Because, like, I want to play these games, but I don't want to feel like I have to have 17 different things going on. I don't need 17 trackers. Like, you're getting your last hits. Make sure to last hit your last hit, and also deny, and also you got to do your spacing. You got to aim and your ammo management. I'm like, no. Don't do that to me. I tried Deadlock all of one day. Same story, blown away in seconds by cyborgs and flashing lights. Can I please camp out in a hide for 5 minutes and wait for this mook to cross my line of sight? Yeah. I play old school RuneScape. I'm a specific type of person, and that type of person does not mesh with hyper-optimized game strategy. Yeah, I like OSRS well enough. What has made me quit playing right now is specifically the... what is it? It's specifically the Jad, fighting Jad, trying to get Fire Cape, because I failed that fight like 4 times now, and getting to Jad fucking sucks. It takes like 45 minutes at my highest DPS possibility, and I'm level like 120, not 120 something, like 103 now. Really wanted the boat MOBA to be a thing. Played it for like a month. Oh, the boat, yeah, the one that NL played too. That one looked kind of fun. Speedrun some games. Optimization is the point, but in PvP shooters, ugh. Yeah, no. I like speedrunning, don't get me wrong. The optimization of that is fun because it's like I'm competing against myself at most. But I do not want really anything more than that. You'll love this. My first time Fire Cape was last year. Got to Jad, dealt with healers, and then DC'd. Spawned into being smited by Jad. Took a walk and ran it back like half an hour later and got it. I still need to actually get it, but that is really fun. Both unfun and kind of a fun story. Just like, oh, am I really fucking... Yep. We need better matching system is what we need. Like a bunch of check boxes. I have kids, work 12 hours today, dinner's on the stove, match me with those people. Yes. I was remarkably upset. Yeah, when it comes to DCing, it's just like, man, fuck this. I don't want to I don't want to play this anymore. I washed out in December because of that. And I'll probably get back to it at some point, but right now I'm like, man, fuck this game. It's like the most obvious upgrade for me next. And so I keep running it back, and every time I'm just like, ugh. I've been pet hunting lately with my group iron with some friends. That's been really enjoyable and low stakes. Yeah. OSRS, There's a certain amount of it where I'm like, am I really having that much fun? And then when I get to have fun, I'm like, this is actually a pretty good time. But last I was in the valley, and I'm not going back for a minute. Maybe we can stream it one of these days, but right now is not that time. I have other games that I want to play. It's got the highest highs and lowest lows. Yeah. It really does. Keep trying OSRS right up until I realize it's still a social game at the end of it all. It's just a chat room. It's more of a chat room attached to, like, long grinds. Has anyone tried Eternal Run? That was another one I really wanted to make work. Sorry, Eternal Return. Which one is Eternal Return? On Steam. 2.5 Battle Royale game. Mostly negative. Really? Oh, is this Gunner? Is this Gunner Core? No, it just looks hyper-focused. Okay. It looks kind of neat. It's gonna look like a Gunner game. Some days you're sending some Huey with the homies, and other days you're just mastering mixology and want to cry. Some of the, like, most optimal XP stuff, I'm like, this stuff, I don't understand how you derive joy from this. I don't understand. Maybe it always was, but it was fun. Big on AFK things. I'm doing shooting stars right now. Yeah, the AFK stuff in RuneScape, I'm like, it's gonna happen. It's just gonna happen a little slower and at, you know, whatever time. Gem crab trees, fishing karam ones. Yes, exactly. That's the stuff that I like RuneScape for, but it's very second monitor. And then I have to restock everything, and, you know. Also, we are at our 3 hours for today, so we're gonna end stream. Thank you everybody for hanging out and chatting. Love shooting the shit like this. Love y'all. Thanks again for hanging out. I think if we're gonna do another, like, chill-ish yapping type stream. Sleep tight, have a good night. Thank you guys. Let's go. I'm gonna go raid into Arvid, because he's live right now. If y'all want to pop by, say hi, give an upside down smiley face, I would appreciate it. Makes me look good if y'all say stuff. But I hope y'all have a good night. We'll be back tomorrow with more Resident Evil, so have a good night, y'all. Mwah!